Welcome back, everyone, and this is just the latest in an ongoing insane story. Treasury Department will miss House Committee deadline to turn over Trump tax returns. Updated 8:06 p.m. Eastern Time. The Treasury Department and the Internal Revenue Service will not meet House Democrats' deadline to turn over President Trump's past tax returns by Wednesday, escalating what will likely culminate in a legal battle in the investigation into the president's personal and business finances. In a letter to the House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Richard Neal, Democrat, Massachusetts, who has been asked to release his, and he hasn't. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin writes that he needs more time to consult with the Department of Justice given the unprecedented nature of this request. The committee's recent request raises serious issues concerning the constitutional scope of congressional investigative authority, the legitimacy of asserted legislative purpose, and the constitutional rights of American citizens, Mnuchin writes. The Treasury Secretary goes on to argue that the legal implications of this request could affect protections for all Americans against politically motivated disclosures of personal tax information, regardless of which party is in power. Neal said in a statement after receiving Mnuchin's letter that he will consult with counsel and determine the appropriate response to the commissioner in the coming days. Texas Representative Kevin Brady, the top Republican on the Ways and Means Committee, echoed Mnuchin and said such a request sets a dangerous precedent. The intent of Section 6103 is clear. The tax code must not be used for political fishing expeditions. The Treasury Secretary is right to carefully review the privacy impact this request would have on every taxpayer. The battle over Trump's returns, after he was the first president in 4 decades not to release the annual filings, has been brewing since the 2016 campaign. Once Democrats regained control of the House in November's midterm election in 2018, trying to seek Trump's taxes to delve into both his personal and business ties and determine whether there could be any foreign financial entanglements has become a key oversight priority. Trump has said he isn't releasing the returns because he's under audit and repeated on Wednesday to White House reporter before leaving for a trip to Texas. I would love to give them, but I'm not going to do it while I'm under audit, Trump said. When Neal made the request last week, he said it was about policy, not politics. I don't believe that anytime a Democrat says it. We have completed the necessary groundwork for a request of this magnitude, and I'm certain are within our legitimate legislative, legal, and oversight rights, Neal said in a statement at the time. Here's the crux of this. Treasury Secretary Mnuchin is quite literally telling the Ways and Means Committee, I am researching the law, and if this request is legal, I will comply. If it is not, I will not. Trump is not the first person not to release tax records because Neal himself has been requested multiple times to do so and has not. It is not a legal requirement in any way, shape, form, or fashion for any president to release their tax returns. Ever. It may have been done by previous people, but it's not a requirement. The Russia probe failed. The obstruction charge failed. Now they're on to, we have to see taxes. That doesn't work. I need your son's taxes. I need your daughter's taxes. I need your groundskeeper's taxes. None of that works. I need everybody in the country's taxes. The Fourth Amendment has a very clear purpose. We are secure in our persons and records from unreasonable search and seizure. This is unreasonable. Chairman Neal is determined to find a crime. They hired Mueller because supposedly he has said in the past, show me the man, I'll find the crime. And now that they couldn't do that for Russia or obstruction, they're moving on to their next one. I would love to know just how many items are on the wish list of the DNC when it comes to what they are going to demand next until they find a way to seize power back. They object to knowing how many people in the country are citizens. Why would they do that unless they know illegal voting happens? They demand to see tax returns when they themselves will not see them. There's a great line that I saw not too far in the past. I'm less concerned about a billionaire's tax returns who is working for free than the tax returns of people who became millionaires on a public servant's salary. This is a very scary thing that is happening. And if it continues, if it's allowed to happen, then it will set a precedent. But I want to explore that a bit. When the Democrats held power in the Senate, they eliminated endless debate, the filibuster. They used the nuclear option. But as soon as they lost power in the Senate, they demanded that that be undone because when they don't have power, they need the right to just stand up and read poker rules or children's books until people give up and leave and there's not enough people to vote. They demand that only they be able to use any tactic and no one be able to use it if they don't approve. This is the end goal of every Democrat in power right now. Do as we tell you, not as we show you. And it will only continue to get worse. Expect there to be record numbers of votes cast in Los Angeles or San Francisco or Chicago or New York City, where you know that illegals get driver's licenses and where sanctuary policies are in place. Expect lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit when the census includes, are you a citizen of the country? This is not jackbooted thugs bashing in doors, demanding to see papers and dragging non-citizens out. The census is typically done by telephone or by documents sent by mail. It does not ask, are you in the country legally? It says, are you a citizen? But the Democrats are fighting it because when they got it removed, we don't know how many legal voters live in any one county. So if we don't know that there aren't a million legal voters in County A, we don't know that there are only 600,000, but when a million votes are cast, well, that's the vote. And because they've been able to do this, they now want the Electoral College gone because their illegal lapdogs vote for them. This is only the next step on their quest to overthrow the government. I honestly expect when this doesn't go anywhere, because Secretary Mnuchin will say, I'm sorry, the request is not allowed under current U.S. law, for Chairman Neal to say, I don't have to obey the law. But it's really anyone's guess at this point. Of course, NPR is taking the side of the Democrats and slanting this to say Trump is hiding something. And they're going to continue. And it's going to get worse. But I've talked on this one long enough. I really don't know what else there is to say. So let me know what you think. Keep the comments classy and civil. As always, we do not learn from argument, we learn from debate. Also, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe and ring notifications so you're kept up to date on all of the new content coming out in the near future. Until the next time, everyone have a wonderful day.